Welcome back to Dum-Dums and Dragons, where improvisers who've never role-played before journey into the world of Dungeons and Dragons. I am the Great Wizard Snort, your host. Our heroes are meeting former staff members in and around Figplott's magic school. Butthole hid the fact he was a king from the anti-king janitor. Juniper made friends with a sheep and agreed to supply it with a tutor. And Quinny convinced a boxing wizard to join the party. But can they survive combat with 3 sorcerers hiding in the gym? Find out next on Dum-Dums and Dragons!
Dum-Dums, you are in the abandoned campus of Figplott's Academy for the Magically Inclined. You have purchased this, so this is one of those moments of buyer's remorse where you pick up the lemon and realize the wheels are held on by tape and such. So you're currently doing your kicking of the wheels of your new shitty used school. The party has headed up to the 2nd floor to investigate the cold room that you've been told about that has a skeleton fused to the floor and some other spookiness going on. However, you also heard that people were in the gym, which is on the 2nd floor. So you made your way up there. Quinny crept ahead and peered through the crack in the gym door to discover 3 figures sort of prepping an attack of some sort. He walked away like a cool guy, and the doors exploded behind him, revealing a sorceress in a traveling robe, a tabaxi, and a gnome, all standing there looking vaguely panicked at the fact that they blew up a door and not opponents. And that's where we left things. You're staring down this hallway. The gym doors have just been blown off. You see this sorceress, the tabaxi. So she's glowing a little bit. So it's kind of hard to tell what her deal is.
Humanoid.
Looks humanoid, but with a bit of the glowing hair.
I would call a gnome or tabaxi also humanoid.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Roughly human in shape, but her eyes and hair are currently glowing a sort of ethereal gold. But that's starting to dim now that the magic blast has gone off. Quinny previously saw as she stepped back and forth nervously that where she stepped, little sparks burst off the ground.
Yeah.
So you've got her kind of standing there, having done a full-on Ryu, Hadouken thing. So she's kind of standing there with the or Power Rangers, if that's her jam, just with her hands kind of cupped and out, having just cast this thing. Her hands smoking a little bit. The tabaxi is a remarkably well-groomed sort of black and white cat. Standing there wearing a very practical kind of collared shirt with a heavy leather apron over it tied at the waist, kind of with one arm crossed, the other hand up, kind of pointed at his temple, very much in an observational, kind of curious view of what just went down. And the gnome is standing just off to the sorceress's right, your left. Obviously a much smaller figure than the other 2, who are both relatively tall. And the gnome has piercing purple eyes, like violet eyes, bit of a shag of hair that's kind of down to the floor, like about as tall as the gnome, tied up with cloth and textile. But
okay, so not like a cousin it.
No, just around the back. Yeah, no. No one needs to see, no one needs to exist in the world. But good question, good clarification. Greatly appreciate it. The gnome has, looks like they've lived a bit rough. They've got like a long scar that runs from the chin to the bottom of their left eye, and you can see where it crosses their mouth, they're missing a tooth. And you can see that because they're smiling in a very kind of oddly comforting and in an encouraging way up at the sorceress. You can see that they're missing a large chunk out of their left ear. They're missing several fingers. They're wearing kind of an open shirt, very casually, very comfortably, and you can see kind of a long top surgery scar that just runs across their chest. And they are after that blast goes off, you see them just kind of reach up and pat the sorceress's arm, despite the smoke coming off the sorceress, and just saying, "Hey, that's all right, darling. Everyone makes mistakes, and what's important is we learn from it. Oh, there's a lot of people down there. Okay, well, we may be learning from it sooner than later, but I guess fighting poses, everybody."
Hello, new friends. Butthole's just going to yell down the hallway before these people can gear up for another whatever the hell that was. That was a really cool way to open a door. Do you want to chat and catch up? It seems like you know this place, so we're curious.
And
we just bought the school.
And Rook just grits his teeth and says, "Is this a ploy? Do you want me to cast a fireball upon them?"
Not yet. I mean, if they're chill, then we can sort this out.
Crosses his arms and grumbles. You also don't really want to know what a fireball looks like from this guy.
I mean, I do, but...
Fair enough. So the Tabaxi steps forward after you've kind of made this big pronouncement, and you see a bit of a "I've got this," just like straight arms out in front, straightens up the collar, steps forward and says, "Oh, hello, new friend. Oh, it's such a pleasure to meet you. My name is Percy Yarner, and, people around here like to look at me and say, there's a fella who knows what he's about. And, back when I came here from my home, my old country, I always thought to myself, Percy, one day you're going to meet a real nice fella. And look, there he is. There's this nice fella down the hall, and I'm here to talk to you, and everything's going to be great. Could I ask you to put your arms down on the ground? No big deal. Just want to make sure we're not going to get stabbed and or attacked. My mom always told me, if you're going to meet new friends, it's best to do it without swords, axes, or shield, because you never know what's going to happen. And if there's one thing old Percy Yarner knows, it's that people with too many weapons might get a little too testy. Do you understand, Meow?
Well, Percy, I got a bit of a counterpoint here. You guys just blew the hinges off that door with magic, which seems like a pretty aggressive opener to then tell everybody to put down their weapons.
You roll a persuasion, please. Or intimidation. It's up to you.
I mean, I'm not going to roll an intimidation. I don't have a problem with this guy. Persuasion is 16.
All right.
Can I assist?
Sure.
Because I'm also closest to them. And just, Quinny will say, like, yeah, we come in peace and all that, but if we put down our weapons, you can still blow us up with magic. So why don't we just talk at this distance until we feel more comfortable?
Juniper pipes up, I'm going to put away my weapon. She's going to keep her shield up and put her sword away. She's still got magic, whatever.
All right. Well, Meow, we're talking. Okay. That's a good point. You make a good point, and, I can always appreciate a good point. Me dad always said, if someone makes a good point and that point isn't on the end of a spear, it's best to listen to him, best to talk to him. So I think this is going to be just fine. I'm just going to... And finally, from behind Percy, the gnome steps forward and says, yeah, all right. Percy, I think that's enough. You can drop the whole accent and play thing. I don't think monologuing them is going to do much good here. And, that large fellow with the beard, he made a pretty solid point. We're far away. We've got some ranged magic, right? You still got a little spark going there, Sarani? You think you can pull that off? And the sorceress is like, oh, yeah, blowing stuff up? Yeah, totally. Hang on. Starts rubbing her hands together, blowing them real quick. Like, yeah, just give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Don't do that, please.
Hey, look, you guys all have your stuff. I'm not going to throw anything.
What
just
do
got to warm it up.
I have nothing. My hands are empty. You haven't seen me do anything. I'm the closest one. I'm a little guy. I'm just a little guy.
Yeah, I mean, you guys technically, we bought this school, so kind of your trespassers who are then trying to negotiate it with us as an armed party. I don't know why this is so hostile right now.
And the gnome, looks around and says, well, yeah, okay, that's you got a good point there. And look, we didn't mean any harm. There's just some spooky stuff going on in this school, and we were a little bit worried that you were, well, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, ghosts. A little worried you were ghosts. Are you ghosts?
No. We're corporeal.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you think? Should? And Sarani's like, look, I don't really want to blow these people up if they're not ghosts, so I don't think that's really what we're about, right? Hey, are you coming to arrest us or something? Or
no, we literally bought the school and heard there were people up here at a spooky thing in a room or something, so we're just checking it out.
Oh, so you're doing the same thing we're doing. You're just trying to figure out what's going on with the school.
Yeah.
The
lights came on. It's because we got this guy, Arcturus Figplott. He's here.
Oh, hey, that's the name on the school.
Yeah, it was his, and then we bought it.
Percy just was working with such amateurs. Hey, yes, sorry about the pomp and circumstance. I've been told that, sometimes it helps to throw a monologue at someone and do the whole old country thing. And it seems you're smart folks. And, we don't mean any harm either. We're just trying to figure out what's going on here. A mystery was afoot, and we've got some curious people. So maybe we can start again. I'm so sorry. My name's Percy Yarner. It's a pleasure to meet you. Your name is Butthole Farch.
Can we get closer? It's weird to do this at 80 feet away.
Yeah, it's hard to hear you.
Yeah, I think we and Sarani's like, look, nothing's coming. I can't get another one going right now. So yeah, we might as well. So
we'll just walk to them.
So you arrive in the gym and you can see that they've set up like a little camp. And it's like, there are no podcasts in Faerun, but it's clear that this is the equivalent of an investigative podcast exploration. Like they've got like miniature, like they've got some like drawings of the school up and around. There are some like, local legends that have been written down. And they've clearly got
it's like a paranormal,
but like
investigators, like home base,
100%, yeah. Except without, it's seemingly without any end point. Like they're just kind of doing this out of, seems to be out of curiosity. So as they welcome you in, Thistle, the gnome, they just kind of step forward and just give you a big grin and do like a weird like like very anime, like jump on one foot to the left, jump on one foot to the right, and then bow situation. And as they bow, their giant mop of hair just like flops over them, flips back, and they say, "Greetings, salutations. My name is Thistle Periwinkle Purpurius, and it's a pleasure to meet you, fine folks. Pleasure to meet you. This is our resident divine wandering sorceress, Sarani." And Sarani does like a little kind of awkward smile and wave and says, "Hey, sorry about trying to blow you up again. It wouldn't have hurt you too much. Just, I don't know. There's lots of scary stuff in the woods, and we don't like ghosts. You're not ghosts again, right?"
No. Have you met or encountered anyone that would give you reason to want to blow up the next people you run into?
Yeah, you seem like trustworthy folks. Look, I'm going to level with you. I'm a divine soul sorceress, which means that like I kind of carry a spark that gives me my magic. It's a little bit like being a cleric, but instead you're just kind of gifted with god powers. So I am lucky enough to be just linked to Timora in some way, shape, or form. So I'm pretty lucky. And once people realize that, they tend to start to hunt me for my spark. So I've had to fend off a whole bunch of people.
I don't know, like if somebody kills you, they get your spark or something?
I mean, that's what they think. I don't know how that would work. I don't know if they got to like eat my heart or something, but like people get real weird ideas when they find out that you've got a tie to the luck god, but are like, to be clear, arm's length tied. So if you fuck me up, it's not like Timora cares or notices.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
So it's really just like a gamblers, thieves.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I guess my question is, how do ghosts factor into that?
Well, the ghost is a separate thing. So we came here because we heard this place might be haunted, and we thought that might be kind of cool. And I got to tell you, I mean, like, yeah, I get hunted by people occasionally, but like, I'm also just curious. Got to have shit to do.
Yeah,
so,
hunter becomes a hunter.
I was wandering through Baldur's Gate, and I ended up at a tavern, sharing some stories, sharing some food.
What tavern?
We met at the Elf Song because I heard that place was haunted, and you know what? It totally is. There's totally a ghost there. She sings all the time. Yeah. It's really spooky.
The elf song, yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, everyone's kind of figured that out. So I couldn't, when we got there, I got there, I was very excited, and then unfortunately discovered that it's kind of just a known
just
thing.
a matter of fact kind
of. Yeah. So there's no cool reveal to it, and you can't, when you tell people you found a ghost there, they're like, yes,
we know.
It's kind of,
especially if you tell Baldurians,
yeah. But luckily, I ran into this one, and she playfully punches Thistle in the arm, and Thistle does like an you, and Thistle was good enough to just listen to my story as though it was the first time they'd heard it. Turns out they'd actually been staying there for about a week and a half. They totally pretended that they'd never heard it, and I was so happy about it, and they only told me later. But by then, we were the best of friends. And Thistle just shrugs and says, I don't know, it's nice when someone gets excited about something. There's no reason to yuck someone's yum when they're interested in something. And, sure, lots of people in Baldur's Gate know there's a ghost there. It's your first time discovering it. That's kind of neat. But anyway, this guy, and they point to Percy, that he overheard us talking with his big old cat ears, and he came over and he did the whole Irish accent thing with us too, and we really bought it. We listened to a monologue for about an hour before we realized he was putting it on. Yeah, it was a good monologue though. It was all about these gangs that came to New York. It was quite a story. Anyway, turns out he'd heard about this Figplott's place, and although he had no interest in going on his own, when he heard how excited Sarani was, and then that maybe there might be a good story in it, well, that sweet charismatic Catboy decided to join us. So the three of us decided we would venture out here into the woods and just take a little look around, take a little look-see. And like you saw, front door was wide open, and there's that spooky room down there. But that spooky room is, I got to tell you, pretty spooky. And I'm a gnome who's seen some stuff, and that room really gives me the creeps. So we got a little bit scared. We kept hearing banging around downstairs. We thought maybe that was a ghost. And Rook said, "No, it's just me. I live here. What the fuck are you people doing here?" I said, so here we are. You know, we came looking for ghosts, and we found you folks.
Okay, so you're simultaneously looking for ghosts and scared of and prepared to fight ghosts.
Yeah, that's pretty much how you deal with a ghost. I mean, they're not necessarily... You never know.
I mean, a lot of them you could just talk to. Usually we open with the talking. We befriended like a bunch of things.
This guy loves talking.
Beholders.
Works for him.
The undead.
And Percy just like slides over and says, "So what accent do you do when you talk to people?"
It's pretty much this one.
Wait, you just go as yourself?
Yeah, doing anything else is doing a lot of work that doesn't pay off. You know how they caught you after an hour? A lot of people after that hour would just tell you to kind of go fuck yourself.
Yeah, what's the end game of monologuing, Percy?
You also don't learn anything while you monologue.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, I'm just out here looking around trying to find my way in the world, and I look like a giant house cat. So people just make a lot of assumptions about you when you look like a giant house cat. So I thought maybe if I could put them off, you know, just throw something in their way that, maybe they would think a little bit differently about me. They would respect me more. So I went and watched a bunch of stage plays, and I tried to find the most respectable accent I could and just really lean into it, you know? And that's kind of what I've been doing up till now.
Yeah, I mean this as kindly as possible, but I don't think you're going to win over racists by doing an accent.
Okay, well, like...
actually, maybe. Especially if it's not your accent. I bet racists would love that.
Really?
I think so.
Oh.
Fine. Well, what would you do then? So you just show up and you say, "Hi, I'm this guy."
Yep.
Okay. Well, what do you do in the world?
I'm not telling you how to exist as a
no,
Baxi,
I'm just
man.
curious. Like, what's your deal? Like, you show up and
check in with people. I see how I can help.
No, but like, do you have a job?
Ask about their story. Yeah.
What's your job?
I'm the king.
You're a king.
Yeah. Before that, I was a mercenary, and before that, I was leading a roving band of house farts through the wilderness.
All I'm saying is you show up and say, "Hi, I'm a king," and then say whatever the hell you're going to say. People are generally going to be like, "Oh, cool, that's great, man."
Did I do that in the hallway?
I mean, kind of.
No, I said, "Hi, new friend."
Oh.
That was my opener.
Friendship the answer?
Yeah. I mean, you started with new friend. I thought that was a good opener, too, because I was like, oh, I trust this guy. And I looked at you, and I was like, seems like a pretty respectable tabaxi. I've met tabaxis before.
That being said, if monologuing is working for you to connect with people, go with it. We're not trying to tell you how to.
No, it's not.
Oh,
it's not.
Okay.
No, yeah.
It's not.
No.
You guys were right.
For the record, the accent's kind of fun. It's the monologue that I think is the problem.
The Thistle and Serrani both just kind of nod, and Percy says, "Okay, look, I'm learning a lot. I really appreciate all of you. Maybe I'll work on the accent, but not the monologues. Maybe I'll just talk like me. Maybe that's enough.
I think you're enough, dude.
Okay,
like you're great.
Like licks his hand, puts it behind his ear, and thank you.
Yeah, you don't got to put that stuff on. I mean, if you want to, we've all had personas.
Yeah.
We've all done accents and weird voices and worn masks
Sometimes I
and
approach
things.
people as an old man for the first time. It's, there's different things that you do, you know.
Yeah, Juniper's got personas.
So you're saying that I can keep my character.
Don't lose a bit. Don't ever give up on a bit.
But I should apply it more tactically.
I think, when it's like when you think it'll help somebody else or something. I think opening with monologuing with new people is going to create generally a bad impression.
Okay, I kind of thought that if I just took up all the space in the room by talking, that then they would think I'm important and then they would have to listen to me.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of politicians do that.
Yeah, but they tend not to be very important. What you learn from the smart people, like the most important people, like if you imagine like a big, like a ruler, or it even works like in criminal world, like the big mafia boss. There's the one at the front being like, "I'm the toughest guy in the world, not gonna beat up anybody."
Yeah, that guy's really powerful.
No, he is not. That is incorrect. That is the guy that everyone makes fun of. The guy who's in the back of the room who says silence and then everybody shuts up. That's the powerful guy.
Turns back to Serrani and Thistle. Yeah, you guys were right again. Okay, what I'm learning is I should really just listen to people more.
As a good listener and someone who gave you some very good advice, I agree with you. Butthole, completely oblivious to the fact he met someone and is now telling them how to live their life.
Yeah.
Great listener, yeah.
Like, Juniper tried to jump in. Be like, no, man.
Yeah. So Percy just sits there and taps the side of his head and says, "You give me a lot to think about. They say that normal cats have 9 lives, so maybe this can be my second one. Is just not taking up as much air in the room. Yeah, okay. I'll think about that. I guess now is the best time to change one's life. To just turn things around.
Be who you want to be.
No need to wait.
Don't worry about other people's impressions. Be you. Live, laugh, love, etc. You're going to do a great job."
Oh, that's really good. Can I put that on a pillow?
Absolutely. And he pats Percy on the shoulder and subtly casts guidance on Percy, so just things seem a little better.
Percy just straightens up a little bit and smiles and kind of goes back in. Sarania has clearly been wanting to talk about ghosts this whole time.
Yeah.
Just standing
Quinny
there
is
patiently
also
waiting.
waiting.
And after Percy walks by, he says, "Great. So, yeah, do you know, you brought the guy who owns this school. Pardon me, weird sir, what happened here?"
Oh, he doesn't know that.
I
right?
don't know.
Yeah.
No.
He used to own the school.
Yeah, we bought it. So
Okay.
I'm Juniper. Hi.
Oh, hi, Juniper.
Should we check out the
That's-
ghost?
that's Quinny.
Sorry, yeah, Quinny. Hey.
Ghosts.
So you guys have not gone into that room, right?
Oh, we've observed it from a distance.
Great.
Percy
Then-
monologued at it a little bit, and then we left.
Honestly, pretty strategically good. If you guys want to stay here, we're just going to go take a look, and then we'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Do you need backup? I can throw magic sometimes. Thistle is very encouraging, and Percy can talk his way out of some things, but clearly not everything.
Do you know what? I think if you guys stay here, then if we call, then we've got like a second wave of reserves that can come in and help us if something goes wrong. Because otherwise, if we all walk into something and then we're trapped in a dimension or in stasis or something, then there's no one to save us.
And then Rook steps forward and says, "Hang on. Want to make sure these folks are on the level and do what we say. Zone of truth." And he just holds his hands up in the air. Says, "All right, you guys going to stay here like they said?" The 3 of them are like, "Yeah." And Thistle just like walks up to Rook and puts a hand on Rook's arm and says, "Darling, I don't think you cast the thing you thought you cast because
Thistle.
we're not.
No.
No, I'm sure he cast something.
No,
It just,
he definitely cast
Oh, he did, but
Zone of Truth.
don't you normally kind of know, and then you have to like make the like you have to roll?
Yeah, but you know, wink.
You roll a persuasion at advantage. Thistle's pretty observant, but
Roll a
this
sleight
is
of face.
a wild thing to try and pitch someone.
25.
25. What was that other dice? Yeah, there you
That
go.
one.
Thistle sees that, and their face like just adjusts ever so slightly, but also with just a little bit of added respect that you seem to be just like helping out this poor guy doing his best at magic. At least that's how Thistle's reading it. So they go, "Oh, you just cast it at such a high level. It washed over. It just there was nothing I could even do. That's great. You
that
did
must
great.
have been it.
Well, then within this zone of truth, I can safely say we're happy to stay here, and we'll back you up however you need. We'll get some food going for you if you want some food. Otherwise, let us know what you find. Don't get ghosted."
Great. Thank you so much. Thistle, it's great to meet you. Nice to make
No,
a
thank you,
friend.
Your Highness.
Oh, I mean,
haven't met a king in quite some time.
well, it's a little bit of a chill atmosphere, here. We're a little more comfortable, but I appreciate the shout out to the title. Percy, you're doing great. Maybe you should be a politician. I got ideas for you in future is what I'm saying. This is the beginning of a beautiful long-term relationship, no question. And Sarani, I'm excited to learn more about A, your experiences with ghosts, and B, your sorcery. But I think we'll go deal with this room, and then we'll circle back to friendship.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. If there's ghosts afoot, friendship could wait.
That is true. And yet.
I think it's just true. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll turn to leave with you.
Great. Can all 3 of you roll me a d6, please?
D6, you say.
3.
6.
6. As you all turn to leave, Quinny, you step on something, that
the 6 wasn't good, huh?
6 was good.
Okay.
You step on something that squeaks under your foot, and looking down, you see a like a stuffed animal, like a worn, kind of weathered little stuffed figurine. And it's wearing like an orange and navy robe, and it has its head is a giant plush treasure chest, full of sharp teeth. I don't know if you've ever met a mimic, but
No, but that sounds mimic-like to my player brain.
yeah, player-wise, it's a mimic. I don't know if Quinny would know what that is. But you step on that, and looking down, you can see it's got a little name tag, like a little chain around its neck with a little tag that says Murray.
Murray.
Hey, Quinny, what'd you find?
I'm not sure yet. Tom, as Quinny, generally pretty careful on my feet, coming back and forth this hallway, approaching the room, and then turning around to leave. Was this always here, or did this kind of appear underfoot?
Can you roll me I'm inclined to say history, but it's like it just happened. So maybe perception?
Sure.
Yeah, perception for what you saw while you're walking them.
Yeah. Because you're basically trying to remember, like, wait, was this here a second ago?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I don't think we're going to know. Perception. Oh, +5. Not bad. 13?
13. You're not sure.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of clutter in this gymnasium, and like it also, I should say, is set up like a high school gym. Like there's ropes hanging from the ceiling. There's like pommel horses.
Oh,
like
nice.
this space looks completely useless for wizards, but like it's just a shitty high school. It's got those like pull out bleachers that fold back into the wall. Tyler and I went to the same high school, so I'm just telling him things he already knows. But for the benefit of everyone else here, it's just like a smaller version of our high school gym. And just has like small slatted windows of the ceiling. Again, high roof, but yeah, just an odd. Really, this does look like the place Rook should hang out, but like,
yeah, no, he doesn't need to because he's a magical guy.
Yeah, exactly. But there is also just like papers and weights, like just individual weight tiles and things around. So it is dirty in here because it's been abandoned and people clearly looted through. So it's not outside the realm that there could have been something that you just accidentally stepped on. But
for sure,
this is weird.
Yeah. Before I answer Butthole's question, before I stoop down to pick this thing up, just a final check from Quinny, just because I think Quinny would find it unusual that he should unexpectedly step on something. He kind of prides himself on being nimble. Does this look as old and worn down as the rest of the things in this school?
Yeah, possibly older.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the colors are very faded. It's rough. The rough at the seams. Also, like it's not machine built, right? So the seams would kind of come out. There's a little bit of stuffing coming out the side.
Okay, he'll bend down and pick it up then and say, "It's a doll."
And as you look it over on the back, if you're doing the like classic
the PlayStation
LA
game
Noir,
flipping over.
any item
Last
in a PlayStation game,
Uncharted, all that good stuff.
On the back, there is a strange sigil that is a pair of kind of diagonal lines bisecting what looks like kind of a rising sun, but the rising sun has an eye in it, like a not the letter I, but like an ocular eye, and beneath it kind of comes to a triangular point. So kind of one side of the horizon looks like a couple of mountains on a line with a rising sun with an eye in it, and then beneath it sort of like a secondary line and a triangle, just like a weird symbol.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what I've got. It's a doll. It's an ugly looking doll named Murray. Murray, the treasure chest headed monster doll, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. And you want to keep it for Ginny? You do like to bring things back as gifts.
I mean, if this was new or not so gross and busted, maybe. But also, I think she's maybe a little too old for dolls, or I don't know. Also, this symbol on the back, I don't love.
Can we see it?
Yeah, here, take a look. And I'll just hold the doll up with the back facing everyone.
It's like an ice cream.
Yeah, Arcturus says, "Oh, you found Murray, huh? Yeah.
Is this someone else that you know?
No, I don't know what the deal with those things are. There's a few of them in the school, and kind of no matter what we've tried, we can't get rid of them.
What?
Yeah, we've tried. I mean, they were just kind of here when I got here, and I thought at first I thought they'd be great to sell. Yeah, there's a few of them around.
All Murray, all these dolls?
No, they're all different.
Do they do anything? Or
well, I tell you what they don't do is stay with the people who bought them, because when we found these things, we sold them immediately, and then the customers came back and said that the items were missing, and when we looked around, we found them in the school again. So we had to refund them, if you could believe that. But yeah, there's 4 of these weird things. They're just around.
What are their names?
Well, there's let me see. There's Murray, who you're already acquainted with. There's Barry. It's Ozzy, and there's Delilah. So that guy there, yeah, they just have little tags around their neck that say what they are, and that's they're all just kind of like that. They're all kind of old and
they all look pretty similar, like same shape, same symbol?
No, they're all a different creature. I don't recognize most of them, but they have the name tags, so that's how we know their names.
Yeah,
that's Murray.
Murray, the
I don't know,
creature?
Weird treasure chest monster thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't understand. I think you'd be cuter without the teeth, to be honest. I think we could sell more if he had just like a lolling tongue or something.
Yeah, but I mean, we can't sell them because they keep disappearing and popping up. You want to hang on to Murray for now? We'll see if we can find the others as we go.
Yeah. This place is starting to creep me out a little. You only had one of each of these to sell, and then the one would show back up, or did you have a bunch?
Yeah, we tried throwing them out, and then just like, where'd you find that?
Just here on the floor.
You just like tripped over it or stepped on it or something?
I stepped on it.
Yeah, that's exactly what would happen. We'd throw them out, and then someone would open a locker, and they'd just be sitting in there. Or, I'd open the drawer in my desk. I eventually just started keeping one in my office. It's probably still there. Because someone may have stolen it when they looted the place, but like it's probably back there. But yeah, we just kind of got used to them, to be honest. Once we realized they were kind of weird, we just sort of put them somewhere everyone could see them and left them alone. But they still kept popping up in weird places.
All right, hang on a second. And I'm going to put Murray kind of like just in one of my coat pockets, and I'm going to bust out the bestiary. I'm going to see if Rafe wrote anything about ghosts.
Oh, he's got some ghosts.
Yeah?
Yeah. Can you roll me a think investigation?
I'm pretty decent at investigation, if I remember correctly. Yeah. 19 investigation.
19. All right. Good investigation. He wrote extensively about ghosts, also because ghosts, as we talked about with the paranormal investigator thing, are like a relatively easy monster to point to. If there's something strange in your neighborhood, perhaps, it's easy to just be like, it's a ghost. Or if there's like something bumping in the night, it's like, it's probably a ghost. Unfortunately, that also means that Rafe's writing about ghosts is a little bit messy because there's so many accounts. It's like UFOs.
Sure. Yeah.
It's just like, went here, nope, not a ghost, just a kid fucking around.
Raccoon scratching the attic.
100%. Yeah. Like someone had a squeaky like door or whatever.
Yeah.
So, the things you would know about ghosts as a monster. They are scary. They're ethereal. Their touch is damaging. It's a necrotic touch. They can move through creatures and objects. And ghosts can have been known to possess the living. That big capital G ghosts are a significant threat. Rafe is concerned about them, but he also talks about like minor ghosts of the classic, like I had unfinished business, or like playful poltergeists and that sort of thing.
Well, Quinny would be more interested in reading about if there's anything there about ghosts known, subsect of ghosts known to possess objects or anything like that. Just kind of going based on the information we have on hand, like maybe these are ghosts, maybe this is completely something else.
Yeah, so there are definitely accounts of haunted lamps and the like. It does say that dispel good and evil can usually force a ghost out of a target. If someone is possessed, that's one way of doing it. But again, like this is more. There's just it's not a lack of information. It's too much information to necessarily have a full sense of this.
Quinny is reading this entry aloud to the group,
right,
and just saying like, just playing a hunch here, but if it is indeed ghosts, and now we're hearing stories of creepy dolls that reappear in surprising places. Here's what I've got on ghosts. And I just read it out to everyone.
Great. And Arcturus will say, to be clear, we've never seen any of these things be animated. Like they never walk around in the night or anything. They're just, it's like you saw. You just step on it or, you open a drawer and it's there. But I've never seen any of them move.
Well, sure. But maybe they've had 20 years to practice.
Fair enough.
Arcturus.
Hey, just trying to help.
I appreciate it.
There might also be magic items having something to do with how they power the school, right? Like, we don't know if that's linked into the magic here somehow, because you said it was, like, infused with magic everywhere, and right now it's just been an empty school and we found, like, 5 people in it.
I'm starting to wonder if this soul over here was the source of that brightness. I'm going to eye of true sight again, kind of wincing and getting ready to look around the room and see if she's just an insanely bright beacon of magic or...
She is, but she's not the problem. It's like she's lit up.
Yeah, okay.
The doll shimmers a little bit in your hand. It's definitely magically infused.
Yeah.
But the like playing a lot of video games, so if there's a threat off screen, you just get kind of like a white red indicator.
Yeah.
You're getting a bit of that coming from the back towards the stairs where the blast,
the big
blast was.
room that we're all kind of avoiding, seemingly. Quinny will say, like, all right, there's a bit of magic here, magic on her, significant magic coming from the room.
The weird room.
Weird room. So let's just go. Let's get this started.
And you said ghosts are scary, right?
Yeah, they can like frighten people in a way that...
Stay within 10 feet of me and you won't be frightened.
I don't scare easy, but yeah, okay.
I know, but...
No. On paper, she's got a protective aura. On paper, I'm brave. Like, that's all I'm saying.
I was just thinking narratively, I'm Quinny.
Yeah.
Great.
That's not like an aura. Like that's
it's not like you can see it or anything, but it's just
I can see it.
Okay, all right, butthole.
You've got Murray in your pocket. Let's go check out this room.
Murray.
So there's ice on the floor. There's a door. Quinny, do you think this is like a trap situation, or are we just dealing with magic?
I mean, I'm thinking this is more magic than anything. You never had any traps installed or anything like that, right?
No, we didn't need to. We had Brooke.
But also school.
And also the doors locked. Like I had to open the doors every day.
Okay,
and that seemed like a pretty good defense system. If anything goes wrong, I just lock them.
Okay, so
do we need you to open the door to the staff room, or could anybody open that?
I mean, once you're inside, kind of any of the doors, I had a key for my office door, but it's broken now. So no, my magic, whatever magic I have, was to open the school, turn on the lights every day, get that little welcome message, and then when I'd close it, it'd say goodbye, and it would close down. So that's all I got. You don't need me to open any doors in here.
Mundane locks I've got, and with that info, we know that this place doesn't have like secret hidden traps designed in it, but that doesn't mean that there aren't magic traps,
exactly,
or makeshift traps from people who have come since this place was closed.
So it seems like this room probably doesn't have makeshift traps with the skeleton infused in the floor that even Rook is aware of.
Seems that way.
So here's what the question becomes. If something magical is going to leap out and jump at us, do we think it's more a dodge out of the way kind of thing, or do we think it's a like psychologically tank it kind of thing?
I'll be dodging for...
No, what I'm saying is if it's a dodge thing, we have you open the door. If it's a psychological tank, we have me or Juniper open the door.
I'll open the door, I think.
Okay, so we'll be close, but like... Over on the wall, and we like stack up like SWAT teams do, where we're like 10 feet from the wall horizontally either way, ready to move if Quinny's opening the door and
needs
us.
If I act weird, one or both of you can easily handle me. If one of you two acts weird, it's going to be a little trickier for me to subdue you. So I'll go through. If it's dodgy, I dodge. If it's mindy, you bonk me. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Thank you for bonk mission. That's important for me to know that that's okay. Am I okay to pick you up if I have to if you go crazy?
Oh, I'd rather get hit in the head, but sure.
I'll hit you in the head if I can. Just sometimes I got to carry you places.
All right, fine.
Okay.
So embarrassing.
Go for it whenever you're ready.
And I go to this eerie, frigid room. Do we feel the cold before we get there?
Yeah, you do. The door, like the glass on the door, like the little glass pane is frosted over, and there's that blast of frost out from under the door.
Watch your step, everyone. And I'll go to the door and test it for whether it can be opened or whether I need to try and unlock it.
Can you roll me usual sleight of hand thieves nonsense?
22.
Yeah. So the door looks like it was it has been opened and closed before. As you kind of approach and look at it, it looks like whatever occurred in there likely blew the door open. The door has since been jammed shut. So you can pull it against the ice and kind of crack the door open. But even looking at the knob, like it's not lined up with the the little knob piece isn't lined up with the gap. It's open a hair.
Okay. As I get kind of more and more bold with like, it's not locked, but it's not opening, doing some pushing, some pulling, and then getting a little more forceful, a little more. Am I able to jostle this thing or move it just with my little halfling?
It's I mean, we all live in snowy climates. It's when you just kind of slam as you're walking away, you push a door shut and it just gets stuffed on the edge of snow and sleet and things. Yep.
I'm gonna force it then.
Okay. So you hear a crack as the ice that had formed over the hinges breaks, and the door creaks open. And sure enough, it is just stark black and white in this room. All color has been drained from it. It's a small faculty lounge, nothing too impressive. There's kind of one of those long sort of kitchenette counters, drawers, and everything is blasted with frost. Like everything is deep frozen in here.
Yeah.
There seemed to have been a couch that's been blown apart in the center. And, in that classic kind of caught in the ice way, there's like two chunks of couch. There is a crater in the center of the floor with a skeleton fused in the center. Otherwise, it's just a stark black and white room that is very cold.
Okay.
That's what you got.
I want to determine if this black and white colorless effect is like an after effect of something that happened, or if it's like an ongoing field. So I just want to I'll use the breach of contract, produce it into my hand, and just start to slide the sword point into the room to see if it changes from like the icy blue to
it does not.
Black and white. Okay. Retract it, and I will walk in.
So you got immediately cold in here, but there doesn't seem to be any lingering magical field. This looks like a crime scene, basically.
Yeah.
Like it looks like whatever happened here happened.
Yeah.
But that's the most you've got.
All right. Taking a look around, having taken in the way the room looks and seeing the crater and everything kind of blasted away and black and white, I'll just shout out like, all right, come on in. Watch your step. It's slippery and the black and white stuff is weird, but you keep your color when you come in.
Okay. Butthole's going to follow him into the room, take in the scene, take a look at all this.
Juniper too?
Okay. How are you each investigating the room?
Butthole is an insight boy through and through, wandering around, touching things, smelling things, farting for a moment, thinking, touching things and licking his hand, trying to see what he could see.
Give me that roll. Quinny and Juniper, what are you doing?
Juniper wants to look at the skeleton closely. Now, you say it's a crater. Does it look like there was an explosion, or is the floor itself kind of sunken, depressed?
Roll some dice and I'll tell you.
Okay.
I think for that, it's probably perception. I would take perception or investigation, I think. And Quinny?
I think Quinny would be looking for anything to indicate a ritual. So markings on the wall, floor, ceiling, anything like that. Something highly disruptive happened here. So he's not expecting to find like candles, circled around. Like everything was kind of wrecked here. But is there any evidence of ritualistic trinkets or painting or anything like that?
I got you.
In case this factors into the environment, Butthole is going to fart a guidance onto himself, just because I don't know if doing magic in this room affects things from a DM perspective.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you.
So 22.
22.
Dirty 20 perception.
Dirty 20?
I'm going to roll investigation to check this stuff out. Dirty 20 also.
Hey.
You guys do a good job. Good job. All right, give me a moment, please.
Thanks, Tom.
You don't even have
such a good
smart
job.
Reginald here to help us.
Going to take out
DM said we
Murray,
did a good job.
look at him and know why Murray is smiling.
Let's start with you, Juniper.
Yay.
It looks like a blast crater from whatever the skeleton was doing. The skeleton is absolutely the epicenter, and the ground around it is and it's not a deep crater, but like it's very clear that ground zero for the blast was the skeleton.
It hasn't broken through the floor.
No. It has like cracked the floor, but there's no damage beneath.
Okay.
The skeleton itself is fused in like, for lack of a better term, someone who got exploded pose. So it's like the fingers are kind of up in like an oh shit kind of moment, and it does seem to be fused into the floor at the point of explosion. So at the center of the crater.
Fused how?
As in, like the bones aren't laying on top of the crater. The bones are like dug into the floor at the point of the crater.
So like waist up fused into the floor?
No. Like, so the skeleton is lying on its back.
Lying on its back. Okay, thank you.
And just if you slip into like smart Reginald mode,
you can see the part touching the floor is melted.
The equivalent of someone standing next to an explosion, kind of taking a slight step back and raising their arms as the thing blows. But if that happened above them. So it's clear that whatever happened above them blasted them down onto their back. And the blast was so powerful that it has fused their bones into the floor. So it almost looks, if the floor was flat, it would almost look like they're crawling up out of the floor, but again, laying on their back. So not like waist up, but on their back, like they were sinking into the floor, basically, is kind of the situation. You got a dirty 20, yeah?
Yes.
With a dirty 20, you find there's like nothing really on them, and it's just a skeleton. But there seems to be a signet ring fused to their pinky finger that is pretty badly melted.
Mm-hmm. Do I see anything? The type of metal? What what color is it?
Or do we need to engage with it further?
I think you need to engage with it
closer,
further. Yeah, there is no color to it because it's black and white.
Oh, because it's all black and white, right?
Which also makes it hard to see because it's kind of fused into the bone at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you engage with it further, you might be able to determine what the sigil on it was.
Yeah.
How would Juniper do that?
That would be an investigation because that would.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'll give you the equivalent of guidance because I think like Mrs. Paisley lurking in there somewhere gives you a bit more like design.
Yeah.
Design power. Yeah.
Sure.
Go for
it. It's not great. 12.
12. Unfortunately, the shape is too melted for you to read. But there was clearly a sigil on it. It's just too blurred.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries. All right. Quinny, looking around, it is very clear that a ritual was occurring here. You don't necessarily see like chalk markings on the ground or anything, but you can see amongst the frozen spikes coming off this blast that there are chunks of focus gems and other things that have been obliterated by the explosion. It looks to you, I think, particularly with your warlock knowledge and having dealt with Baba Yaga, like it looks like whatever was being used to help power this thing likely overloaded and exploded. So very clearly someone wielding big magic who is perhaps not equipped to control said big magic.
Can I tell if it appears that the ritual went wrong or if this is how the ritual should work?
You got dirty 20?
Dirty 20, yeah.
Based on the look of the skeleton
right,
and the look of the surroundings, no, this went wrong. Something incorrect happened here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
And that said, you can't ascertain what they were attempting to do, nor does there seem to be any result other than just the crater that you can see.
Yeah, evidence of an explosion.
Yeah. And Butthole.
Butthole is just vibing on the room. I did have a quick question for you because my brain just works the way it does, and I'm sorry you may have said this. The floor of this room, just because I'm picturing the skeleton, is it the carpeting I imagine in most faculty lounges? Is it wood? Is it tile? Like, what does it look like?
It would have been shitty carpet for sure, but now it is icy
absolutely.
nonsense.
But I was just like, there's a certain kind of melt that I just know where I'm like, a melted carpet. And then I was like, skeleton melting into carpet, gross.
Yeah,
like the plastic melted, gross. Great. You horrified me more with that than with anything else.
As you probably realized from like who Arcturus is, if there's like a cheap industrial way to like furnish this place.
Yep. No one sees this but staff. It always sucks.
Yeah, 100%.
It wouldn't be plastic though.
I mean, I'm interdimensional magic school.
We have robots. But no, Butthole's just trying to figure out the overarching. I think as he does usually with insight, it's not a specific thing. He's just trying to look at the overall scenario and see what he can pick up. He got a 22.
Great. So you get kind of the same vibe that I've just explained to these two around like clearly this went wrong. Clearly, person at the center is casting it. They don't seem like they wandered into it or were a victim of it. It very much seems like epicenter of the room, whatever. You do in your wanderings around, as you're, like looking things, touching things. At one point, you're running your hand over the counter, just kind of trying to get a sense of stuff, and you see like blown up, pour over station and other things. There's like a shitty bun coffee machine in the corner that's frozen. Like just, people's individual mugs are shattered. But suddenly your hand runs over a textile that isn't frozen. And looking down, you see that your hand is on one of these dolls that is stripped of color. So it's pure black and white. And this one is another like same sort of body wearing a robe, but it has a big circular head with little stalks coming off it. And as you flip it over, it's got like one giant, completely whited out eye and a mouthful of teeth. And you recognize this as a beholder.
Oh, hey, what's your name?
And little tag says Barry.
Barry the beholder.
Oh, that's cool. Does it have the same symbol on the back?
Now I got to get into the logistics of how these things are made. It would be sewn in because they can't print. If it was printed, you couldn't see it because the color would be gone. But it would have to be hand sewed. So yes, it does have a symbol on the back, but it is different.
Oh,
the symbol on Barry's back is what looks to be a coffin, kind of on a 45-degree angle. So kind of a slanted coffin. With a crack running through it.
Coffin is square, or coffin has the little weird
like classic end? Coffin. Like,
great. And is that upwards on
the? No, it's on like a 45.
45.
So if you take,
if I'm looking at it, is the rounded hexagonal part of coffin top or bottom?
Yeah. So if you're looking at a coffin that is standing straight up, great. And just tilt it to its right 45 degrees, and it's got where the head would go, which is the little like hexagonal thing in sort of the top right corner, and there seems to be like a almost a cascading wave of energy coming off of it, that like there's a crack through the center of it, and like a wave of energy seems to be coming off of it. Think in any like 8-bit video game when you slash a sword and there's kind of that like sword slash effect that goes out of it. It's that kind of look. It's again a little hard to see though, because with all of the color gone, you're really just looking at like white thread on white. Takes you a second to even recognize that that's what this is.
Sword slash is vertical, or on the 45.
It's coming off of the. I can also tell you the arrangement of where this is won't matter for anything. It's just visually, it's crack through it, and
energy out of crack.
Yeah, almost like this blast of energy came out of the crack.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, I found another spooky doll. I think we can all agree. Whoever did that person did this, probably not on purpose, but we can't rule that out. It could be on purpose.
It looks like an accident.
Okay, probably an accident. And Juniper, did you find something?
Yeah, the skeleton has some sort of signet ring. I can't really see much detail.
Ooh.
There's kind of a blurry kind of symbol on it.
Well, let me add it. Let's have a look.
Okay, I'm going to hang on to Barry, the beholder. Put Barry on his belt. Tuck him in safe. If we find, maybe Juniper will find the next one. I feel like the dolls may be related. This one's black and white now, so if the dolls are related to each other, it may have tied into the doll system.
Okay. That's a beholder. This thing, I don't know. Arcturus.
Look in
the bestiary? That's a great idea.
Yeah, this has a beholder head, so if they're all monsters, bestiary.
Yeah. Is there a chapter on mimics?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Murray the Mimic.
Oh.
All right.
And then we got the other ones.
Ozzy and Delilah.
Ozzy the octopus and Delilah the dragon, probably?
Delilah the dragon sounds good. Ozzy the owl bear, probably.
Oh, that'd be good too.
Oh, hey, is that like a bear that looks a little bit like an owl?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely what that one is.
Oh.
Okay. And I'm assuming you know what a dragon generally looks like.
Yeah,
is that
Delilah's not a dragon. Delilah's like a weird cat thing with like got like these weird.
A displacer
I was
beast.
gonna flip
It's a
to this thing and be
displacer
like
beast.
displacer beast. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
We just thought her name was Delilah Weirdcat.
Nope.
Oh, well, that makes a lot more sense.
I hope these things aren't here. This is going to suck
You guys
if they
are
all
really
are.
smart.
So, just to put a pin in the doll situation, Murray the Mimic, Barry the Beholder, Ozzy the Owlbear, Delilah the Displacer Beast.
We got one more odds are in the office, and we can look for the fourth one. It'll
Or
be in
it'll
the building
find us.
somewhere.
Yeah.
But okay,
Anyway,
this ring though.
yeah. Do you mind if I take a look at this ring, Juniper?
Have at it. I couldn't really see much detail.
All right, let me see if I can get this off, and I want to see if I can work the ring
The
off
ring
the
is
finger.
fused into the bone, so you can crack the finger off.
Sure.
But, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'll
yeah, you
snap the finger
snap
off.
it off.
Oh,
Okay. Give me a. What would you use to determine the value of goods? I feel like that's. I think we gave you a stat for that a long time ago.
Oh, it's been forever. I'm going to say probably intelligence.
Yep.
I'm going to say the value of something.
Well, just like an
What if I did
appraisal
a
view.
perception, an intelligence perception roll?
Sure. I dig
So I'm going to roll with the proficiency that I have with perception, but it's going to be based on my
I like that.
intelligence stat. 5 on the die plus my 1 intelligence plus another 5 proficiency for a total of 11.
11. Okay. You can't figure out what the sigil is.
Okay.
You can, however, tell that by, I guess, like maybe tapping your fingernail against it.
Yeah.
Like this isn't a precious metal.
Right. Okay.
So it's not, it's fine, but it's not like a super expensive, valuable thing.
maybe Arcturus will recognize it.
Does it have any symbols on it? Like, can you see any shapes?
I can't seem
The
to
symbol
tell.
is smeared and melted, which is
Yeah.
where everyone's having trouble. But I mean, who knows? Maybe Moonhammer provides.
Yeah, I'll pass it around.
All right, let's see.
Yeah.
This is one of those things that I'm like, it's not where it is now. It's where it was in the past. And he like rubs it on his forehead a little bit. And he's like, I've got to see beyond this world. Just this is. And he farts on it and he smells it a little bit.
Ew, stop.
That's him casting guidance on it.
Stop doing whatever it is
For
you're
this
doing.
check. No. We're gonna figure this out. That's a nat 20 with also a 4 on the guidance.
Whoa, max on
Holy
both dice.
That
shit.
makes this a 34.
So you rub it on your forehead, you smell your fart, you think about it,
I smell its fire.
and as you pull it away, you're staring at it. It still doesn't really make sense. And then you look up at Quinny, just kind of absently looking at Murray the Mimic, and like checking it against the grimoire, and you see the sigil on the back of Murray the Mimic, and you look at this blurred thing, and it's just like in a video game where the symbols come together, and you recognize that it's the Horizon Eye sigil that you saw on Murray's back, just heavily smeared and melted.
It's an ice cream ring. It's Murray
What?
ice cream. Murray's
What?
ice cream. The ice
Something
cream
happened to your
on the
brain when you
back
put
of-
that up to your head.
The back of the Murray.
I look at the back of
the Murray.
Yeah, okay, what?
You know how it's an eye, but it's in like a thing, and then underneath it's a triangle, so it looks kind of like an ice cream, like it's a joke?
I guess I saw like a horizon, but go ahead. Continue
The
with your
ice cream
idea.
thing?
The ice cream thing, Butthole. Yes, it's an ice cream thing. What about it?
This is that. What? Stop being mean, you dick. This is that.
Stop steamrolling me with your ice cream theory. And I come over there.
I'm trying to help.
Me too.
No, you're trying to tell me I should talk your way. I'm helping. This looks like that. You couldn't figure it out. I'm smart.
And sure enough, this does look like that.
Huh.
This episode of Dum Dums and Dragons features the voices of Brian LaPlante, Tyler Hewitt, Laura Hamstra, and our Dungeon Master, Tom McGee. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Dum Dums and Dragons artwork was created by Del Borovic. Our theme songs are And Now for That Massive Coronary and Skipping Through the Orchestra Pit Part 1 by Peter Gresser. And our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar. All of their music was provided by freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum Dums and Dice, including merchandise, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. If you want to support the show, get an ad-free version, or add your own character to Dumb Faerun, go to dumdumdice.com/join. That's DUMBDICE.com/JOIN. One more time, dumdumdice.com/join. And don't forget to tune in next week for more Dum-Dums and Dragons.
Dum Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time, George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald. Grandma Likes D&D, Alan. Stabby Stranger. Alarain Okapi. Madre de Gatos. Garbo Ape. Sam Schaefer. Waffle Marine. Dia de los Hoodless. Squishy Werewolf. Funky Head. Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky. Lale. Jordan Oliver. Richard Wright. Brittany Fenwick. Megan Werner. A Man Out of Time. Curtis at fingertechrobotics.com. Your homeboy Bones. Ellis Hatch. Odigenous. Kai Koa. Squire Solaire. Sandy Sassy Pants. Amira Lockhart. James Molina. Nick Hemsing. Alex LaFountain. Mickey Blake. Seth Cambron. Corpse Knight Silver. Adamir 101. The Dankler. Anti-Core 7, Lady Destiny Stormbringer. Randall Eberly. The Yes But of Improvisational Comedy, Lord Taser. Funky Stevie. J. Robert the Mad Fox. Dagger Rain. Derek Wintenberg. Optimus Omega. Laura. And Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumbdumbdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.